the Eastern Conference on display featuring the Detroit Pistons. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. And a one-game homestand for Atlanta as the Hawks will try to recharge their batteries on their home court.
And we know these two teams have some history between them. Should make for a fun contest.
Yeah, there's no doubt that the attention to this one is a bit elevated. It's game day, and I'm glad we're here.
In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star Game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the fourth youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
Right side, Joseph. That three off the mark. Atlanta with the ball. Pass to Hunter. Young in the corner. Stolen by Joseph. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Screen by Grant. In the corner, Bay with it. Three-pointer. And it's blocked by Capella.
Capella's reach is so intimidating for anybody on the inside. That's why you can anchor your defense with him.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Now, here's Cunningham. Pass to Hunter. Looking for Bogdanovich, and he gets it there. Here's Collins. A second chance effort. It's deflected. Joseph with the ball, and Young picks him up defensively. Down low. And the dunk by Stewart.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Young drives in. Chalk up two there. Young's got his third basket of the night right there.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Pass to Cunningham. To the middle. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Stolen by Grant. Oh, and here we go. Cunningham heading to the hoop.
Cade Cunningham.
Grant's playing with a great edge on the defensive end. Looks to poke that one away. And comes up with a steal.
And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last two possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
Now here's Joseph. Going inside. Lays it up off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Young. He's got 6.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
That's tipped.
Great defense. Stingy was Hunter on that play, and a great reaction. That's firing his team up.
Now here's Capella. And Collins gets double teamed. 5 to shoot. Here's Young. Here's Capella. Sweet move. And they get it back. Outside Collins. Young in the corner. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Fast break. Here we go. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Cunningham's shot is off.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Hits it from three-point range.
Well, Capella at that size really has no issues spotting the open man.
Pass to Cunningham. Stewart a screen. Grant outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And that does it for the first quarter. Hawks lead by 4.
Get loud for your ATL Hawks dancers. All right, let's just come back to the board. Come on, get loud.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game. He's been a stretch big his entire career as Kelly Olynyk becomes a weapon as a five-man out on the perimeter.
Collins with it. Picked up by Bagley. Young, good. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Atlanta.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
On top of all that, they've done a good job of making life difficult for the opposing shooters. They've had hands up and have contested a lot of shots. Look at the blocks.
And Olynyk came into the NBA as a shooter, and he has been as advertised.
Well, he also, Kevin, does a great job of using the shot to set up other action. So he'll pump fake with the long draw guys out, put the ball on the floor, and make the next play. And that's where he becomes extremely dangerous.
Growing up in a military family, John Collins moved around a lot as a kid, Brent, getting to experience different parts of the world.
Yeah, interesting upbringing. Born in Utah, moved to Guam, lived in Turkey, was in the U.S. Virgin Islands. That's a lot of life experience for any kid growing up, let alone a guy who's trying to find his way in competitive basketball. And John Collins, maybe playing soccer on all those military bases has helped out that footwork a little bit, Kevin.
And it's Rose penetrating. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw, good, Rose. Greg, you're a former player, and now the father of a young NBA star. What's it like to see the next generation of NBA talent move into the league?
Oh, it's an incredible feeling because we all feel like we're a part of this NBA family. And to see the stars we have today, the character they have, the way they approach the game, man, this is the best time ever to be an NBA fan.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. After the basket by Atlanta. No good from Lee.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Saddiq Bey was the 19th pick in 2020 out of Villanova, and he made an immediate impact for the Pistons. Dwayne Casey said he's a coach's dream, adding he's made himself into one of the top three-point shooters of his class, a defender, and he's just scratching the surface. Guy's not bad for a rebuilding team.
You're right, they got a good one. Thanks. Here's Rose, following the bucket by the Pistons. To the paint. Here's Okongwu.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Now here's Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Throws it up high. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Here's Atlanta now. They're on a 13-4 run. Outside Rose. Out left to the wing. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And that's just all muscle there. Kanter is solid at fighting his way through whatever the D throws at him.
Jackson looking it over. Bagley in the post. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Bagley committed to do something on that possession offensively, playing aggressive.
And a different look here for the Pistons.
And you have to love how eager Kevin Huerter is to make an impact for his team.
Well, the roles that he plays, GA, are quite special. I mean, he is a good shooter, but last year we saw a lot of growth in his playmaking ability. He's able to stay on the floor and defend guys at his position, so he has a great IQ on that end of the floor, and his game continues to grow.
It's stolen by Bagley. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A sense of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
2 shots. The Hawks call a timeout.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. That's good from Cunningham.
And you can see why Cunningham elicits comparisons to Luka Doncic. Can control the pace of the game, very high basketball IQ, and shows a maturity beyond his years.
Now, here is Young. 8 points for him. That one drops for him.
So tricky there with the floater, and a nice touch from Trae Young.
And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Trailing by 13.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Back to Collins. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line. Just a shade under 90%.
And in just his second season, Trae Young made his first All-Star game in 2020. An amazing accomplishment. He finished second in assists, 4th in points per game, and is starting to cement himself as an elite offensive talent.
And so it's Atlanta. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll return shortly. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Here's Cunningham, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, I appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Grant outside. And the rejection by Collins.
Oh, sir. Collins sending that one away.
Young looking around. At the elbow, Collins. Shoots over Grant. Shot by Collins, no good.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Now, here's Cunningham. 7 points in the game. Lets it go with a 3. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Cunningham's got the first field goal of the second half for Detroit.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
And Young, here we go. Hit the putback. And it's put back up and in by Capella. And the Hawks lead by 12.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now, here's Joseph. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Here's Rose. He's got 5. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Capella. Banked in off the glass. Capella's got 6.
Not a lot of plays drawn up for Capella, so his energy and involvement come from that kind of activity there.
Now, here's Cunningham. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Hunter. And the dunk by Capella.
Capella taking a crack and stays focused on the rim.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Looking back at the 2017-18 season, Clint Capella, Brent, shot an eye-popping 65% from the field. That led the NBA.
Well, a third of his baskets were dunks during that season, so I would expect the percentage to actually, Kevin, be pretty high. And a lot of those were at the hands of James Harden at the time playing in Houston, who won the MVP that year. But he has the ability to roll and to finish. He has shown soft hands, and he plays defensively. So he's a great big you can put out to complement both sides of the floor.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. What I really love about Jeremy Grant is his work ethic. He's really put in time to improve his scoring.
Specifically, his jump shot. For a while, he didn't have the consistent 3-ball. Now, you got at least 300.
It's deflected. With the drive, Cunningham's shot is off. The Hawks leading by 18. This one for 3. They get the rebound. It's good on the putback.
Well, this one largely the result of offensive rebounding.
All right, ladies coming under the board. Come on, get loud for your ATL Hawks dancers.
Pistons trailed by 20. Outside, Joseph. Drops in the tray. Joseph's got 5 now.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Pass to Gallinari. From downtown. It's good from long range. Gallinari's got 4 this quarter.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Outside, Jones. And Okongwu slams it in.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 11. And he recovers it. Out to the right wing. Nice ball movement by Detroit. With some arc. They shoot again. And he sinks the layup. He's got 13.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And Okongwu has it in the corner. Over Stewart. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
Detroit ball.
Here's Cunningham. Here's Stewart. Wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 11 rebounds.
And Capella just smashing through the contact on the inside that time.
Pass to Joseph. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. So it's the Hawks now. It's an 18-point game. Young outside. Shoots the 3. Shot clock at 6. Back to Capella. Over Stewart. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Pistons trailed by 18. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Joseph with the ball, and Young picks him up defensively. Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Great shooting off the pass. Get the feet set, good balance. Bogdanovic dangerous.
Cunningham with it. The 3 from Joseph. Detroit, no good that time either.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
And here's Cunningham. Inside. Here's Stewart. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Here's Young. It's hauled in by Stewart. Pistons trailed by 21. Pass to Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And Grant's such a versatile player. It can do a little bit of everything, including setting up his teammates.
Young outside. The Hawks again can't hit.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Here's Cunningham. The three-pointer is right on target.
For 3.
Cunningham's got 11 in the second half.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
Pass to Capella. Stolen by Grant. The Pistons working the ball around now. Into the lane. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
You have to really like his energy getting to the rim there. Shocked that he blew the dunk, but you know most times he's going to posterize his man.
1:11 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Young. Capella controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Hawks lead by 18.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Atlanta.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Clint Capella.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.